Hello everyone, I'm Sahil from Code Help. Let's get started to another video. So in the previous video, we saw how can we define member variables of a class. So similar to the member variables in a class, we can define member functions in the class as well. Let's see how can we define a member function of a class. So in our class student, let's say I want to create a method getStudentDetails, which would return me the name of the student and the course he is enrolled for. Then I can declare that as we normally declare a function, that is, let me write the function name and followed by the function body. Inside the function, I'll return the name and course property, which are the member variables of my class. So let me do that. Return name is enrolled for course. Now we are returning name and course property of the class for the object which is called the method getStudentDetails, as every object created will have details of a different student and will return those respective details about that student. So if we see here, we are getting this small red error line as it is not able to access name and course member variables directly. So in order to convey that we are trying to access the name and course property of the instance of that class which is calling the method, we need to use a special keyword which is called as this. So let's do it as this.name and this.course. So now if you will see, the error is gone and it is now able to access the member variables name and course inside the method getStudentDetails. If you will notice, I have not declared any access modifier or visibility mode for the method. So by default, it will remain as public. So even if I write it here as public or I don't write anything, that by default means that the access modifier is public. In the next video, we will discuss different access modifiers in detail. So this is how we can create a method inside a class. So moving on, now let's access or call this method via the object we created. So we can do that by using our object stud1 dot the method name getStudentDetails, and let me just put it inside a console.log, and let me save the file and let's check the output. So here we can see the output that it print out the name of the student and the course name of student 1, as we have used student 1 while calling the method getStudentDetails. So that's how we can access member functions using our instances of the class. Now let's move on to a special method, which is a constructor method. Usually in other programming languages, constructor is a method with the same name as of the class, but this is not the case with Typescript. In Typescript, a constructor is a method with the name constructor followed by a method body. So it will not be the name of the class. Instead, it will use a special keyword constructor. This method is generally used to initialize the properties of a newly created object, but you can put any additional logic you want to implement at the time when a new object is created, so that logic would come inside the body of the constructor. So basically this will be called as soon as I call the new student function over here while creating the new instance of the class, and this will construct the new instance before assigning it to student 1. So let's say we want our name and course properties to have a default value whenever we are creating a new instance of that class. So we can put that entire business logic inside our constructor method, and that will be executed whenever we are creating a new object. So let's add a default value. So we can do that by this.name equals to name. Similarly, this.course equal to course. So now every time you are going to create a new object via new student statement, it's going to call this constructor method and initialize the member variables with these default values. So let's create one that would make things a little easier to understand. So let me create one. Let student constructor equals to new student, and let me put it inside a console.log, and let's save the file and we will check what output do we get. So we can see that the new object has initialized the properties with the default values that we provided inside the constructor. Moving on, we can create a parameterized or constructor with arguments as well. Like if I want to create a constructor which will take name and course as arguments and initialize it with the user input values, so that I need not to do that explicitly. So I can do that by creating a constructor and put arguments as name, which will be of type string, and course, which will also be of type string, and then initialize the properties by the arguments received as this.name equals to name and this.course equal to course. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of errors, and if I hover over it, it says multiple constructors are not allowed. So you must be wondering that in other languages like C++, it is allowed to create overloaded constructor. But as we can see on our screen, in Typescript, we are getting error if we are having more than one constructor. So it simply implies that constructor overloading is not allowed in Typescript, and it is not just restricted to constructors. In general also, you cannot create any overloaded functions in Typescript because Typescript does not support function overloading. So in order to make it work, you can keep only one function. So let me remove the default one and let's go with the parameterized constructor. Now, if you'll notice over here, the method student is showing an error as I have removed the default constructor, and now it will call the constructor with arguments, so it also expects the arguments to be passed in while calling it. Now in order to make it work, let's pass the name as Sahil and course as Typescript and see whether the error goes away or not. Let's also remove these initializations which we have done explicitly, as now we have parameterized constructor which can do the initializations itself. Let me save it. If I check now, I am getting the values for name and course as Sahil and Typescript. So that's how we can create member functions, default constructors, and also parameterized constructor. But remember, you can only have one constructor as overloaded functions are not allowed in Typescript. That's all in this video. In case you have any doubt in any of the options, you can mention in the comment section. Hope this video has helped you. If it did, please like it, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you in the next lecture.